and welcome back to Voidcast. And today on Voidcast, we are doing a Q&A with Patreon members.
Yeah. With our vast resources of wisdom.
We were like, should we do a relationship advice thing? And then we were both like, we don't know.
Yeah. Because when I did that with Sarah on my old one, it was just like, we are like the least qualified people to give relationship advice.
Well, there's one question about like financial advice. We just like looked at each other. Not much better. Okay. Well, should we do the questions?
Yeah,
first?
should we dive in?
Just had one come in about thoughts/coping tips regarding being in love with your doctoral supervisor. Or in the suffering of impossible love more generally. 28F, this is actually useful. 28F, 47M in social sciences for context.
Right. I mean, I would say seduce him.
I think at 28 you can do whatever you want to do with anyone.
28?
Yeah, 28F. She's 28.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not even a problem.
Yeah, go for it. That would be like a formative, beautiful experience for you both.
It's not even an age gap. It's barely even a power gap at that point.
Yeah.
She's like a grown woman.
I mean, I think like the advantages of that are kind of the same as the disadvantages, in that it can be like very creatively and intellectually stimulating because you're like in love with someone who's like actively fueling your desire to work and like do better. Mm-hmm. But then if it goes badly, then your work is obviously implicated, and then the whole thing goes to shit. Yeah,
unless you use the spite and anger from your breakup to fuel it even more.
But then even then the whole thing is coloured by sex.
Yeah, I wonder, it sounds like she's not with him, because she says, or on the suffering of impossible love more generally. I mean, this isn't really impossible. This is the most possible. This is the most common type of love that's ever
existed. Very easy.
This is the only type of love that's happened in the world.
But I think if it ends badly, then it's because people will know about it. Like his colleagues will know, and your friends will know, and then it becomes very difficult to go back to a normal relationship with your work.
Yeah. She's also in social sciences, and I think they're quite woke. Like,
are they?
I think psychology, like all that lot, are very unhappy with that type of relationship.
But that's part of the fun.
Yeah, it is that's the main bit of the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 47. He's 47. It's not even old. He should be like 70.
Pretty old. It's pretty old. I won't go older than like 43, personally.
43.
Doesn't the balls start to sag?
Yeah. I think 40 is like men's wall.
Yeah.
It's this sort. But it's nice that you give him a bit of leeway on the 3 years afterwards.
Well, because I dated someone who was 41, and I would have thought he was like 29. Like, he was very fit.
Well, yeah, when they date you, when you're so much younger than them, it's like they have to be younger in mind and spirit.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen it work, these relationships. Like, I've seen people get married with big age gaps within academia, and it's very sweet. But, I mean, most of the time, it's going to be worse for you.
Yes. So because he's got next year.
Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want, but
he has a stream coming in. But yeah, do what you want.
Just be prepared to pivot to like a different career.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I think like business and pleasure, it's like one of these lessons that I really should learn at some point. Because obviously it's, I think it's because like you get to like do all of this stuff like for the relationship, but it's really for yourself. Like it's almost like a hack to get yourself to work harder and to be more productive and more successful and like more like impressive, because you have someone to impress. But I feel like I sort of generate crushes for that purpose, because I want to like do better.
Yeah, I've definitely had like post breakup, like that's me at my best. It's like after breaking up with
Yeah.
someone, and that's really difficult with being married for life because
Yeah.
now I'll never. So I feel like I microdose it with friendships. Like when I have like a toxic friendship and then it ends, and then that like gives me a boost.
Yeah.
But I feel like that energy is, yeah, you either have it on the positive end when you're falling in love, or you have it at the end when it's all over and it's just you again.
Because when I was with the tutor guy, like I did so much work to prove that I was like competent.
Yeah.
And that I could hold down like a secret relationship as well as do really well in my normal work. Mm-hmm. And that was like a point of pride. And I did do some of my best work during that time.
Yeah. I wonder if do you think that's anything that he actually thought was impressive, or was he like just
It wasn't even for
fun?
him, it was for like a different tutor. But I just wanted to prove that I could like be a competent person, you know?
Yeah, because you want to look older and they kind of want to look a bit. Well, do they try to be younger? I don't. Sometimes, I think older. Like, I've had experience.
I think so. But it's also an ego thing, of course, to be admired.
Yeah, and you kind of want to be like wise beyond your years, and there's that element to it. But again, I feel like at 28, I feel like a lot of those dynamics kind of maybe you settle into yourself way more. So it's not really. I wonder how much drive she could get from being in a relationship with him.
Yeah. Yeah, also late 20s, you, like, at some point you need to give up the dramatics.
Yeah, I think that's the 28F of it all is what got me.
Like, men can do that into their 40s.
Exactly.
But...
And he's doing that with her, if he's doing anything. But I feel like as a woman, it depends what she wants. If she wants to, like, just have fun in her life. But if she wants to settle down at any point, I think that's an age that you start having to like think strategically about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it might be fun for a few months.
Until you get alpha widowed.
From your doctoral supervisor. Oh god, and that's like that's like a multi-year relationship as well. Like if that does break down.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Supervisor is quite bad.
Yeah.
Should we do the next one?
Yeah. do whatever you want. That's the answer to every question. This is the next one as well. What is one thing that men can do for women that would improve gender relations, or at least your own personal view of men? He actually used moids, but I refused to use that on the podcast. I don't think men should do anything for women. Like, I think the most disgusting thing is when a man is like trying to be nice to but like trying to please you, you know, like I feel like you should just be there and be very impressive and cool and fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
But not actually actively do that much. Like it should be like very infrequent. And yeah, I feel like as a question, that's kind of almost like begging the question.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about the new Lily Allen album, which is all about a man being threatened by like your creative success. And I think one of the main things like in the sort of gender war is that like men don't have enough going on for them, or like if they do, they don't feel satisfied by it because it's like a job that they don't really want to be doing, that they're doing to earn money, but it's not like the thing it's not like their calling. And then when a woman does something that is actually like what she wants to do, then that's really threatening, and they feel attacked by that. And I've had that like in several relationships, and it's like it's not even like I'm like successful. It's like I have a Substack, but it's like the fact that I was making my own money doing what I wanted to do and like writing that caused all these issues with men who were like making way more money than me and like were objectively more successful. So I feel like a lot of it is just like countering that like sort of Nick 30 like narrative that you're like a wage cuck or something, and like feeling taken advantage of by everyone, including like your bitch. And just like having something going for you that you feel proud of.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to write, like go and do that.
Yeah, no one's stopping you from.
Yeah.
Even you, like, especially if you're in a wage clock job, to be honest, like, you can do that usually in like a few hours in a day, and then you
Yeah.
have the weekend and after work. Like, it's not.
Yeah, because I've
That's
seen
stressful.
what those jobs actually entail, and it's just like meetings.
Some of them are like, if you're in like finance or whatever, then they do work for like 16 hours a day. But they love it. They actually, usually people in finance actually love their job, or they hate it, but they.
But then
kind
you're
of
actually
obsessed with
making
it.
money and you're generating like value. You're not just like, writing policies about, women's equality in the Middle East.
I think there is like this kind of, in some way, fair resentment that men have of like women making it further because they're women. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's kind of something to it. But then it's also very unattractive to women. Like, in terms of a question, it's just, I don't know if we're back in like social Darwinism where it's like the best man wins, but like a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And I think, like the feeling cucked all the time. Yeah, it's crazy how many people, when they are like envious of someone or jealous of someone, they really project that outwards onto them.
Yeah.
Which I've noticed recently. But it's like you can just internalize it and work on the thing that you are jealous of.
Yeah.
And
Like the previous question, like you can take that and you can like use it as fuel for your own goals.
Yeah.
Which is what I've always done, because I've always gone for men who are like smarter and more successful than me.
Yeah, it should be an inspiring thing to do. It should be like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I
And I think that's the unattractive thing. It's like the fact that you can't harness that. It's like the fact that you're like beta coded
yes,
in your attitude to it.
because you're literally in a passive. Yeah, like you're in a passive. Like you aren't active enough to be able to like make your own way or to exert your will on the world.
Just generally,
essentially.
if you're like threatened by a woman, like, having friends or like doing cool stuff or like that is a big turn off. That's a big ick for me.
I was also like, you're threatened by a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say? Or at least your own personal view of. Yeah, I think just to do your own thing, I think whenever a man like does anything, I think like women always talk about ambition, but it's like it doesn't have to be a financial thing. I think even if a man's like earning no money, but he's like a creative.
Unless he's like
person.
shit.
He's what?
Unless he's like a musician, but he's like really bad at it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he's
or
like
like a poet.
Any
Yeah, men shouldn't write poetry, maybe.
I think most people shouldn't. Not 1% of people who shouldn't write poetry.
It's like when a man gives you like something he's written and you have to be positive about it.
Like a cat that brings in a rat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so bad.
Was that Lana lyric in Norman Rockwell? She's like, your poetry's bad and you blame the news.
Yeah.
Which is actually is what they are like. Like, oh,
Yeah.
my work sucks because I can't get a job in a company because of DEI.
Yeah.
Like,
And like I'm really sympathetic, but
yeah, it is bad. I guess, yeah, it's just like there's like lots of cards you're dealt and some of them are really bad. And even as women, you can get dealt some bad cards and you just kind of have to at some point
that's
accept
what you
it.
do with it.
Yeah, you have to accept it. I think that's the thing, they project it because they haven't actually accepted those flaws that they have.
Yeah.
Like as
and
soon
they're
as
like
you do
quietly seething inside.
Yeah, and they either don't think it's flaws. I think that's like what partly with things like people blaming even like things like ADHD or autism like being such a thing now.
Yeah,
used to be
that's very
trauma,
women.
and it's yeah. But it's like
But
the
like with
same
men,
thing.
it's like blaming like the Browns.
Yeah.
And like when they go out and they're like seething about all the immigrants on the street, but it's clearly like projection.
Yeah.
It's like because you don't feel able to like assert yourself in the world in the way you expected to.
Yeah.
And you feel like other people have taken your like birthright, which is kind of true in the sense that, you know, it used to be much easier for men, like for like white men to like just go into a profession and like that was very straightforward. And now obviously they have to really fight for it. But yeah, I feel like it's quite pathetic if you don't just have that energy.
And I think actually from like working in several companies, or like even seeing it from my friends, if you are a white man, especially in like very female dominated teams, sometimes you're treated badly, but a lot of the time you're actually really liked because you are still like a white man, you're very competent, and you're like chill, so you don't have any drama.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I've seen it like, you kind of see it on the industry level in like nursing, like men in nursing tend to do better, like have higher salaries, and like
Right.
there's like a thing, I think there's like a term for it, but like men going into female fields actually get prioritized over other women because
Yeah.
you're seen as such a like unicorn. And
I mean, I probably wouldn't date a male nurse.
well, for any male nurses. I mean, now the guy would be like Filipino anyway.
Yeah, what are the other icks? Like,
I think like, yeah, caring. I mean, at school, I remember like people caring, like guys caring too much about exam results, like what other people got in exams kind of icked me out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's a girl job to like do well in exam, you know, like
right.
to like care about exams in that like way. Yeah, I don't know about icks. I think icks are like something like if you do love the person and you're mostly attracted to them, you can get over
I mean,
things.
anything that's annoying, if you love someone, it becomes like cute.
Yeah, not necessarily. I think, yes, that's true until then you've been with them for a few years and then it's back to annoying again.
Right.
But then you kind of
I haven't experienced that. I've never been with someone for a few years.
once you start living with them, it's like they're like breathing and you're like, fuck you. Just looking at them.
So I was gonna say, like, you know, when you get the ick and it's like suddenly like, why is this random guy in my house?
To be that way. It's like even you're married.
So how do you get through that if you're married?
I think you have sex.
Right.
I think sex is actually like the thing that cures it. It's hard sometimes because you hate each other so much. I feel like I should caveat like everything's fine.
No, this is really useful for me as like an unmarried whore.
To a married whore. I think you like literally have to like hug it out and have sex.
I've just
and
never
it
got
kind
to that
of
stage.
of just like familial like hate, like
Yeah.
like you're both like if you don't put your stuff away, I swear to God.
That sounds awful.
I think it's normal. I think it's like living with some. I think also if you're an only child, which I kind of am, like in a sort of not kind of way. I think if you're both like very independent people, living together is like more difficult. You've lived with boyfriends before, right?
Yeah, but not with someone that I was like in love with.
Right. Did you not ever have like, you know, like stupid arguments, like over stupid stuff?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was just because the relationship wasn't right.
No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I think that's pretty normal. I think it's like obviously you've been with someone for like a long time. It's like, but also because they kind of become like a part of you, so then you're kind of annoyed at like you're like it just feels like an
Right.
extension of you, and you know like when you get annoyed with yourself for being like messy or dirty or something, you're like, oh fuck's sake, it's like you
Yeah.
can just externalize. You can like there's like a whole person there to yell at.
Yeah, I don't want to yell at someone. Like, I don't want to be mean to
You will
to
be.
the person.
That's why the nagging wife is a thing. It's like it's a real thing.
But I thought you didn't have that if you were in love. Oh.
Literally just, I am just now learning. Do you just think people got
It's
married
like two
for decades?
autistic bitches talking.
I think, yeah, when you love each other, you can like get over lots of annoying things. And yeah, I feel like I've made my marriage sound crazy, but it's actually fine. Like it's just life. Like you still, like you get married and you think it's like the end, but it's like really not. It's like the start of
The
a whole.
beginning.
It's the beginning. But I think people forget about that because I think that's partly why like I think divorces are such a big thing because people forget that like you're still two people with different personalities and you have to compromise and you have to manage that. I think another thing of like when like everyone has flaws, obviously, like personality flaws, and you kind of have to, when you get married, you almost like decide whether this flaw that's in a person you're okay to live with for the rest of their life, for the rest of your lives, because most likely people kind of don't really get over their flaws. Like you can manage them better.
Yeah.
But there is a sort of decision you have to make that's like, okay, this one I can deal with like for the rest of my life, as long as you try to make it better.
Right.
But I think that's what I think the reason people kind of divorce for no reason is like they refuse to see it as two actual people in a relationship rather than like this fairy tale.
Yeah. I mean, I've just always hated the idea of being like the nagging wife or being like this like bitch wife who's like annoyed at her husband for just like breathing or, doing something mildly annoying. So I've always been
this is a very small number of cases.
But then I guess the only times I haven't had that was when like the relationship doesn't even have the requisite intimacy to get to that stage where you're just like you're always on and off, or like you never get to that stage where you have the domestic thing because you're in this like weird like deferred state where you're always in that honeymoon phase.
You're in a drama. You're in an early drama phase, which is very exciting and fun. And you don't need to be your full self in that situation. You don't need to be the boring bit because it's always drama. It's always like you feel like it's a deeper version of a relationship because you're usually like having deep fights about things.
That's so true.
Right.
I'm learning so much right now.
But it's like the deepest bit is like when, how do you resolve like domestic disputes that are like boring and mundane and part of daily life in that way. I think there's something about divorce being an option at all. We were talking about it the other day, how weird it is to like, because we're married. So any issues we have, like there's no way to not solve them. Like they'll just have to be solved somehow. Whereas I think for non-religious people who are getting married, it's like they'll always have that option in the back of their mind. And I don't know what that actually does to you psychologically.
And I feel like that with the Lily Allen album, like the fact that, because clearly, I mean, it's sort of framed as an infidelity thing, but clearly they'd agreed to open their relationship within certain bounds. Like she says, like we had an arrangement, like it's okay if there's payment, it's okay if it's a stranger or something. And it's like, that is a very normal workaround within this sort of liberal framework where it's like if you're having marital difficulties, you just open up your relationship. But then obviously you feel like shit and it opens up all these different avenues for people to hurt each other. And then obviously you get hurt. And then you don't really know how to process that because like you invited it yourself. And it's like you kind of have to revert to this kind of trad thing where it's like, oh, he cheated on me or like he wronged me. But that is kind of dishonest because like you chose that yourself.
Yeah. And it seems like she kind of, but again, she didn't seem to want to actually open it up, but she did open it up. So she did make that decision. So therefore, and I think
but there's pressure to buy into that narrative as well.
There is. And I think because the open marriage thing is meant to solve that kind of, maybe one of the main problems with marriage is sort of the monogamy, the consistent monogamy thing. But it's like, that's also the main attraction. Like, that's why it never works, because it's the idea of your partner sleeping with someone else is just like makes you feel sick. Like, it's just, I don't think you actually can get over that instinctively.
Yeah. I mean, the reason you get married is to stop sleeping around.
Like, had one job in the marriage, just don't sleep. Yeah, I think she, obviously in her case, I think she's like a dramatic person and she likes to like, we were talking about it earlier, like she would have loved in some way that this happened, like, so she could make this album.
Yeah. I mean, I think like, because she, in her like last marriage, she'd like cheated on him with like female prostitutes and that had been okay because they were women or something.
And prostitutes.
And she'd also like lied about having an abortion when... No, she lied about having a miscarriage when actually she'd had an abortion.
Oh, shit.
But, like, clearly there's a desire for drama there and, like, an attraction to, like, these seedy, like, dark parts of life. And it's like, you know, why else would you start an OnlyFans selling feet pics if you're, like, famous and, like, you have other avenues open to you? Unless you're, like, actively attracted to the idea of yourself as, like, a sex worker. So, obviously, like, kind of simulating that within a marriage and, like, doing this kind of scandalous thing within a marriage is attractive, and it gets, like, the dopamine receptors firing, and it gives you the sense of, like, drama, which is fulfilling. But there was like quite a moving line where she, what did she say? It's like, I try to be a modern wife, but the child in me protests. And yeah, I feel like that's probably quite widespread. Like, you know, there are all these stories about people opening up their marriages, and this idea that it's just normal. It's like this completely fine thing that doesn't have any necessarily bad ramifications unless you're, like, neurotic or something, but actually it is just, it's wrong. Like, it's just unnatural. And it's really normal to feel like that's wrong.
And I think because she's, like, super, super liberal, right? Like, she's very...
Yeah.
So, and I think that is their last frontier. I feel like polyamory gets spoken about a lot, but it hasn't really caught on because it is the last... It does feel like the last frontier. Like, no one can actually manage it because it's so disgusting to most people. Like, as liberal as you are, it's like, it doesn't...
Yeah.
But yeah, in her case, I mean, I looked the guy up and it's like he has the physiognomy of a disgusting, like, cheater.
Yeah. Like, having known lots of actors as well, it's so, like, actor coded to
Actors
do that
in
kind of
general,
thing. Just
yeah.
like the ego, and then the way of like framing that as, like, a kind of therapeutic thing, which they all kind of do.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm actually more evolved than other people because I'm aware of my needs for this, like, because I'm a sex addict.
Well, she's... Yeah, right? In one song, she's like,
Yeah.
oh, am I looking at a sex addict? And it's like, I don't think so. I think you're looking at a,
Yeah,
like,
it's
a
like, oh,
sleazebag.
I go to slaw, so I'm, like, aware of it, but I'm going to keep doing it.
I love the idea of SLA in general. Just, like, this group of people who's so dysfunctional want to have sex with anyone. Just get them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where she goes next, I guess. But
I thought it was a
nice
good album, though.
Yeah,
It was actually a great album. I really like her first two albums.
same. Yeah, I loved them.
I still listen to, like, LDN when I'm going around London.
Same. I listened to Friday Night the other day because I was like, I didn't have a bad Friday night, but it was everything closed and, like, was sort of went to Soho again and everything was just like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very London to me. She's very, like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
very, like, noughties London.
yeah, like